We found out what was going down, sort of, more or less. We at least discerned what was happening in terms of the plans. And we had a mad dash back to Leyland to talk with a whole bunch of people and, you know, prepare and get everything together, etc., etc. And then we had an epic climb down a storm-torn cliff, where surprisingly nobody fell or really got banged up all too badly. Everyone made it to the bottom, and now we are there on the beach outside of the mouth of the cliff caves, and that is where we will pick it up.
Can we see anything in the mouth of the cave? Oh, never mind.
Hey, look, there's a bunch of wrong icons on the map.
Right. They're supposed to, this layer is supposed to have dynamic lighting turned on correctly, but it fucked up, so I'm just gonna not worry about it.
Not metagaming. Not metagaming.
Not metagaming. No. Oh, look, you don't see this.
Yeah, that's dumb. Alright, well, whatever.
Okay. So, what is the actual light situation like in here once we've entered? Oh, not bad, huh?
That's really dark.
I at least know where one.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cast early.
That just not... Yeah, that didn't work so well.
Now I'm getting to myself. Did somebody cast a spell that opened an astral portal? Because I'm gone.
That's not any better. What the fuck? This whole thing's fucked. This map is just broken. Well, okay.
Hit it with a hammer.
I think somebody grabbed me in my bird form and stuck me in one of the haversacks.
Yeah, it looks like it's better now.
Yeah, that's fixed enough for my taste, I guess. So we'll leave it at that. It's not the way it's supposed to be perfectly, but it's good enough. Okay. All right, so here we are. You've scaled the sides of the cliff. You've come down to the beach. You've checked for potential individuals inside. You hear noises of people inside. You hear all kinds of things of that nature. However, you don't see anything right now.
But why? I have dark vision.
Because look at where you're looking. Dark vision only goes 60 feet.
Not mine.
Or does mine actually?
I think it's 120, right?
120. Hell yeah. I have perfect dark vision too.
I'm blind. I'm a human.
All right, so
I use daylight on Azi's shoulder so he can see.
so
Why do you do this to me?
so
No, our thing blind.
you can't see in this cave because there's magically spelled dim lightness and you can't see. So there you go.
I could still see.
You can see
that's
a
just-
whole lot of cave walls.
Okay, no, I can't see that well. Could if I was a better warlock. I'm sorry, guys.
I take out a torch and strike it so that I can see a lot better, and we actually have some light.
That is not the right. That's not the right.
Wow.
That was you striking the torch. That was you striking the torch.
Yeah, jeez.
Well, apparently my torch was daylight for some reason or other.
I just, on instinct, did that, and I'm not going to take it back because I already struck it off my list of one-time uses. Once for long rest uses, not once one time. That was a weird way to try and say that.
Okay, well, since there's now daylight in here emanating from Azzy's
Azzy?
beacon, I put my torch out and save it for later use.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like
Resource
that dynamic
management.
lighting.
Yes,
Light there.
I'm using the spell effects of the tokens in the game. We're using technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
We did it!
Just think of how much better we're gonna be at the technology when we finally hit 20. Yeah, assuming we hit 20. But
So, from your positioning where you are now at the mouth of the cave, as you're slowly making your way in, and have now an increased visibility of sight, you also hear commotion from the east, where there sounds like a bunch of voices that are a little distraught and or frustrated, but are now a little curious why the hell there's all this glow coming from the entrance.
Yeah. Well,
is this the point where we set up an ambush and do meat grinder hallway?
Or we can save that for when we really
Yeah.
need it.
But say meat grinder hallway, and maybe overkill right now.
Oh, it's cultists. It's never overkill.
So you have someone advancing on the beach that spot you because you're currently glowing,
yeah.
and they inquire, "Who are you? What are you doing here?"
Do they look like cultists?
I mean, yes. And you don't need to keep moving.
Pray tell, what does a cultist look like? I feel like your description of it doesn't look like a cultist is just I don't know, man. It just sounds like you're stereotyping somebody.
Do they have the iconography of Talos on them? That's easily.
Yes. Yes, they do.
What kind of disgruntled or unhappy or what are they? Can we discern what they're basically unhappy about other than?
I mean, us probably.
Nothing that you're aware of currently.
Deal with this swiftly. How many are there?
We can make out the shape of one.
How close is the person who's questioning us?
40 feet, give or take.
So, we're not in the cave, right?
You're currently on the beach, which is kind of you're on a beach shore that is underneath the mouth of the cave. So you're kind of like in an inlet, but it has stone above your head.
So, we're still affected by this fog of war stuff. Where should I be able to see this?
You can't see the guy currently.
Alright. I'm gonna make my way over.
Okay, that's interesting. 'Cause Nokris can see him, but
Ooh,
is he the
ooh.
only one that can see him?
I can see
I can see him.
I mean, I have
I
a,
need to get 10 feet closer because I've got an idea.
I see a token on my map.
Right. It's token that's to the right, right?
Yeah, and there I'm just now making out like the front, like the bow of a ship.
Okay, so people are able to see things. Was it potentially that your view was obstructed, Azzy, by the actual walls of the cliff that you were behind?
No, it's just grayed out and I can't see the icon. Like, I've got this spell effect around me that...
Yeah, the gray is dim
bright
light.
and then dim light, and then I'm guessing no light.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm here, I can see half of the icon, so...
Yeah, let me get 5 feet closer.
Is that better?
No, I didn't see any change.
Nothing changed, okay. All right. Well, that's awkward.
I mean, it's
So
Oh,
there is a person that is currently right there. If you
I
can't
just
see
told him to
them,
reload his page, so we'll see if that helps any. It might have just been something weird with the.
so additionally, I would say, Talia, move back to where you were,
To where?
back to like over here where you were standing before you decided you wanted to move like 30 or 40 feet closer to then try to do something against this guy.
Yeah, I was just trying to get so that I'm 30 feet away. I was just moving my token around.
Yeah, that's what I think he's saying, because I think the guy's going to do something.
Right.
fair to us.
Conceptually, because he asked you what you're doing here, and nobody really gave him a response other than
Well,
people
that's what I was trying to do.
trying
I was
to
trying
move closer.
I was just trying to move close so I could see him, so I could talk to him.
Well, and that's why I was asking if people are having issues being able to see him or not.
Right.
I can see him on mine. He's in actual clear light on my screen.
I have it dynamically lit, so I can see shadows moving. I'll just simply... I guess, so he responds, who goes there and why are you here?
Yes, correct. If your
We're
if your
looking
res-
for Talos.
if your response is to get closer to him, then I will take action. However, if your response is going to be to try to talk to him, then have the dialogue, and we'll see where this goes.
Right. I think Gunhild is talking, or trying to.
Yes.
We're looking for Talos.
What makes you think you'd find him here?
We were told we would find Talos here. You bear the mark of Talos. We're looking for Talos.
Well, Talos is everywhere, so he's not particularly just here. But what business do you have here?
We heard y'all were building shrines.
All right.
Don't you need labor for shrines?
Oh, I guess potentially we could use more arms.
I mean, I may not look like much, but I have friends. We'd like to explore the caves and maybe help set up shrine.
Well,
Roll with me, guys.
I can tell you, you could probably help us with the offloading this ship. If you have the time, that is.
It could be a way in. What do you need help getting off the ship?
It's the latest haul. Supplies, treasure, various things we've looted.
What do you say, guys? You want to help him unload the ship real quick?
let's do it.
Anybody else want to help unload the ship besides me and Azzy?
Yeah, I'll help.
How big is
You're
this?
still a bird.
I'm gonna say you're still a bird.
Oh yeah.
Do we
Cool.
have sight
I don't
of
say
what's-
anything. I just hold the the handle of my blade.
I'm just gonna stay quiet on Nocris.
I'm gonna walk. I'm coming closer. I'm not a threat. Just trying to get a better view of the ship. It doesn't look like it's in good shape.
Yeah, it definitely isn't in good shape. We had to shipwreck it on the shore so we could drag it up to unload it. Well, if you're here to help, you're here to help. So come on and start helping us offload this. He walks.
Cool.
He walks further back into the cave. So we got new initiates here to do some of the labor for us. So leave all the heavy stuff for them. The rest of the people that are there in the caves kind of smile and grin, excited that they don't have to haul the dumb components and crafts and materials and loot and all the garbage that's on this ship off of it.
It's a pretty big looking cave. Y'all got a pretty nice setup here.
One of the other guys who's currently carrying things kind of pipes up when he hears you talking and says, "You ask a lot of questions. You should do more lifting."
Just trying to get a lay of the land, trying to figure out where everything needs to go.
So to the right-hand side of the ship, there's like a plank, like a gangway plank that they've set up to be able to get up onto the deck. And then from the starboard side of the ship itself, there's another gangway that crosses over so they can get on that upper level. And they're currently moving the supplies into this little storage area up on the second floor.
That's something I can see. I'm
Yeah.
just asking.
Is your vision
move
still
my
fucked?
character. Yeah, my vision's still fucked, so. I just want to see if I can't move my character over there just to get a glimpse of what I'm supposed to be able to see.
Yes, you can move your character over there. Did anything that I just update change anything for you?
Nope.
I mean, I can see what he can see on my screen for some reason.
See, and I'm only getting myself. I see Azzy standing in front of me, and I can see in to where the other cultists are sitting with some crates, but I lost everybody on the shore because
Alright.
they're out of my field.
All right, sit tight for a second. I'm going to fix this and just get rid of that.
So I think I see Castor at the front of the ship too.
Yeah, I was starting to head that way to help.
I mean, yeah, I guess I should probably also head that way to help. I mean, woohoo, 8 strength.
There's 9 of them.
Yeah, my roll 20 is running incredibly slow. I think it's just
Yes, it's because of the dynamic lighting, which I'm going to turn off so it doesn't deal with this anymore. So just give me a second.
I mean, it's not a problem for me. Like, I'll work past it if it's easier.
There go all the tokens. Bye.
We're all about to get yeeted back into the Shadow Realm.
Yeet yeet.
Welcome to the Shadowfell, ladies and gentlemen.
Could be worse. We could be trapped in the Phantom Zone.
I don't know. Danny came out pretty well that way.
It's not the danger zone, guys.
Whoa!
Wow, that's a big, bright yellow circle on Nokris.
Daylight for you. No, it's on me.
What's the radius of daylight? Oh my god, 60-foot radius?
Yeah,
60 foot
60
radius
foot
of bright light and extra 60 feet of dim light.
Good lord.
And it dispels darkness at third level or lower when it's cast. If it touches any part of it.
All right, so now everyone can see the ship and can see the workers that are there. So that is the task of which you have asked to assist with and what they expect you to assist with now. But they continue to do work too. It's not like they've just given up and just let you do stuff. So
I mean, I'm probably one of the stronger people here. I just start grabbing and moving shit.
Yeah, I'll move stuff as well and attempt some chit chat with the cultists, slightly pressing for a little bit of information on how things are going with the movement.
Sure. Okay. So the guy that you're talking to as you're moving goods let you know that he's not exactly the happiest camper, because, you know, when you sign up to join a cult, you figure, you know, you're going to be doing some great things, really changing the world for the, you know, how you would like to see it changed, right? Where does that include carrying some fucking crates off a ship, huh? Signed up for adventure, for kicking some ass, for taking names, and for, you know, bringing this power of a divine favor into the world. Not for carrying some stupid textiles off of a ship and putting it over in a pile.
This is slave work. Why are you doing it?
I ask myself that every box I carry. I came in here thinking, oh, you know, we're going to be part of the cult of Talos. Talos is going to come and give us all this divine favor and power. And it'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Yeah, everything will be wonderful. And here we are carrying shit around.
They gave the power to the boss, didn't they?
Well, the boss always has had power, but, you know, where's ours?
Oh, maybe the boss should share some power. You know, a lot of times when people aren't happy, they just replace the management. We've done that with a bar recently.
I don't know if I would work here, but I like where your head's at.
I'm sure we could dispatch with the pleasantries of management and let you guys be in.
Hey, Junie. Can I just take a quick lap, like as a bird, just around this cavern? Not like the whole cave, but just around this like boat part and see kind of if I see anything.
Sure.
I keep my eyes towards where Ash is going, also watching over what's going on, but I do not help them at all. My hand hasn't left my blade, so...
How much stuff's left to unload?
Oh, the ship's loaded, so you'd be here all day.
Oh, okay.
Which is part of why they're grumbling about it so much.
I need to get within 30 feet of the one he's speaking to, or whoever is the apparent leader of this little subsection or group. Who is that? Is that the person that Gunhild is speaking with?
I mean, I guess there is no real leader of this group. They're just kind of like peons that have been told to do a task by somebody
They're
else.
all lackeys.
Yeah, they're all lackeys, from what I can tell.
Do I see anything particular of note from my bird's eye view?
You do not. There is nothing spectacular or special about what is in this vicinity.
As he kind of makes his way north with one of the boxes, until one of them stops him.
Okay. So you make it to about right here before one of them says, "Hey, it's over here you put the box, not in the cave."
Is there anything special with this cave? I mean, why this cave? There's lots of places to set up a base on the coast.
I don't know the reasons. I just know we're here to do the work. And Azzy, do you continue to progress forward into the cave, or do you return the goods back to where it's trying to be taken.
Continue forward a little bit.
All right, so this one that was just yelling at you before for continuing forward says, "No, you got to put the box in here." All right, so as you go for more forward, it's like so one of the other guys says, "I don't like these guys. Let's get them." And everybody can get ready to roll initiative.
I'm gonna poop on the nearest person's face.
Why did I know bird scat was about to happen?
I mean, I was about to just use my divine sense so I could ping roughly where people are anyway with evil, but they don't have to, and I didn't have to do anything.
I mean, I was just going to try and fool them all into thinking Talos is speaking directly into their minds and said, hey, maybe you should take over, because I can do that. But fighting and killing cultists is good too.
I mean, I was going to at least kill them anyway, if not arrest one if somehow one of them lived. Because frankly, I don't make deals with cultists.
No.
Yeah, my play was I was gonna try and be chill with them to at least get a lay of the cave and figure out what's in it before having to either kill them all or at least clear the cave and then save them for the.
Oh, I figured. That's why I didn't say anything. Because the first thing would have been out of my mouth would have been, I don't help people who sacrifice others.
Oh, they get sacrificed. We'd just be the ones doing the sacrifice.
I don't have anywhere to go.
I'm on a boat surrounded by like 4 people.
I'm at the gangplank, so I can get there decently
Can't
quick
you,
to
like,
help.
fly upward to get out of their reach?
I'm not sure. How high is the ceiling here, Jim?
The ceilings aren't that high. I mean, in this area where it's open like this, where the ship is kind of currently beached, it's pretty high. But once you get out of like that darker colored sand, it's basically like 10-foot ceiling tops.
Oh, good. So I can shoot straight up and take at least probably 2 attacks of opportunity.
All right, so this particular guy who is kind of pissed off at Azzy for not listening to him, gonna drop what he's doing and hop off the ledge over here towards Azzy, which this step up here is probably about 6-7 feet into the sand next to him, and give him a couple attacks with his short sword. So the first swing is a horrible miss. And the second swing is a crit. So you take 9 points of damage. Piercing. And you can reduce it by 3 should you choose. So the next guy on the boat, kind of caught off guard, is going to drop his goods that he had there on the deck. And he's going to attack Gunhild right over here. Similarly, attempt to hit twice with his short sword. And roll disadvantage. So here we go. 17.
Tie goes to the attacker, correct?
Well, you have 16, right?
I have 17.
Oh, so you're okay. Yeah, the tooltip
long as
is not updated then.
Yeah, as long as it meets the DC, then the person who is rolling wins. So it works the same with saves too.
Right.
As long as you meet whatever the difficulty class is, you succeed.
So
Tie
you,
goes to the roller.
right. So you take 4 for the first attack, and then the second one I'll roll normal. And you take 5 more. And now, Gunhild, you can go.
All right, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy who just plinked me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to beat the shit out of him with a rapier.
Would you say that you're
Stab,
gonna?
stab.
Would you say that you're gonna rape him with a rapier?
Oh, only if I get lucky on my rolls am I raping him with a rapier.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Just as a group, FYI, these enemies are not going to be very tough.
No.
So yes, you do connect.
Hey, imagine that. I get 2 attacks, too.
So that's what 9 damage. We have Hunter's
Yep.
Mark on it. So does that do anything additional, or was that already just included into your hit?
It's included. I set a custom script for Hunters.
Okay, perfect. All right, so then yeah, so 9 points of damage. All right, got it. And also a hit
Another
for
13.
13 more. So yeah, you raped him quite a bit. He's still standing, sort of, but yeah, you got him good.
And then I'm going to. Can I? How? So I've got space above me to elevate myself above the fight, out of their reach. Correct?
There's probably about 15 feet vertical that you could go up without having any potential impact with any hanging stalactites or whatever from the ceiling.
Do they happen to? Do I happen to glance and see any ranged weapons on any of these people?
Oh yeah, they have ranged weapons.
I'll just stay here and tank them. I'm done.
Okie doke. Alright, so now this next spy, who is currently down on the sand, is going to come at Caster to hit him with his short sword for 2 strikes. Swing number 1. 15, so it is not a hit. Swing number 2 is a miss, so he misses twice. Angrily shakes his fist. The next spy is inside the cave and is just hearing that things are going on. He's coming from here. He comes out onto the little approach here and sees all this stuff happening. And he decides that he's going to attempt to shoot down here at Nokris on the beach with his hand crossbow. And he rolls a 19
That's gonna hit.
for 8 points of piercing.
Okay.
And the next spy from inside the cave is going to come bustling out to see what's going on. And he's going to attack from the gangplank over to Gunhild like a proper swashbuckler would with his sword. And he hits for 7. And he hits again for 4. All right, Talia, it's your turn.
Real quick. Some of us have fire spells, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a crazy idea. So,
I'm following.
first thing, I'm gonna fish my flask of oil out of my pouch or off my belt. Second thing, take my action to cast Mage Hand. It's invisible. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to direct my Mage Hand to take that flask of oil over to the ship.
Okay.
Which leaves me with pretty much nothing right now.
Why do I get the feeling I'm about to have to abandon ship?
I would consider flying upward quickly.
All right, so I'm just basically putting this here on the front of the ship here.
Mm-hmm.
A vision test is going to be our hand.
Yep. Yeah, I think that covers everything that I can do. Next person.
All right, Caster, you're up.
I'm gonna take a swing with my short sword at the guy in front of me.
All right. You hit.
And I'm gonna
Damn,
follow that up with a punchy punch.
And you still hit. So basically 13, or were you using Divine Smite?
I used the divine strike on the first hit,
Okay, so
So-
21.
21. And then I'll end my turn because I don't feel like getting hit for moving.
All right. It's next spy's turn here on the deck. He's going to take aim and shoot down at you, Caster, from up on the deck with his hand crossbow. 23, so it's a hit for 8 piercing. All right, next and last spy. Well, not totally last spy, but the next spy, the one that saw you at the entrance. Currently, Ash, you're still in bird form, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy here is going to come over here down the beach, and he's going to melee swing with a short sword 2 times towards Talia with disadvantage.
Yeah. Not that it matters much because it's still a 12. But
First swing, he rolls an 11.
ooh,
Second swing, he rolls a 9. So he catches your illusion twice.
yeah. Still going.
All right, Azzy, you're up. I assume by just rolling that you're attacking the guy that's in front of you.
Yes.
So you hit
Somebody
him twice.
just got killed.
You hit him twice
Yeah.
for 15 points of damage.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna go ahead and use my bonus action to shield master shove this guy. Try to get him 5 feet backwards, closer to the ship.
Okay.
That's a strength check.
Mm-hmm. $24, and he will do his check against you. He rolls a 3. So you definitely shove him back.
And I follow the distance.
Okay.
That'll end my turn.
Alrighty. Last but not least, the last remaining guy to go from the bad guys, as it were. He's going to move out here on the ledge, and he's going to take a shot down at Azzy with his hand crossbow. And he does not hit. Nokris, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move forward to deal with this one right in front of me for the moment, and I am going to attack him with my greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to miss.
That is correct.
And that's going to be it for now. Since I imagine I can see. Is Mage Hand invisible? Is the Mage Hand invisible to all y'all?
Yes, my mage hand is invisible.
Okay. So no one's noticed it yet. Got it. Okay, and that's my turn for right now.
Okay. Ash, you are up.
Okay, I'm going to fly over top of this guy, like right directly on top of him.
Mhm.
And for my bonus action, I'm going to drop my wild shape to normal. And I want to land on his shoulders and attempt to swipe at him with primal sack.
Oh,
All right,
jeez.
so there's your
Fucking
attack.
Druids.
There's your attack, but I would like for you to also give me an acrobatics check, please.
Fuck.
Because this is going to be some awesome choreography.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
All right, so
Oof, indeed.
so the gist of how this played out is you were once a bird, and you flew over him to drop down onto his shoulders and perform your, raking claw attack, right? However, you kind of overshot a little bit, and you didn't fall on his shoulders. You kind of fell on his head, and you knocked him over with yourself. When you landed, dealing 9 points of damage.
That's
And
fine, I
knock-
meant to do that.
and knocking him prone.
Even better, you just fell on him and he's laying on the ground.
Fine, that's fine. I get back up. I meant to do that. That's my turn.
All right, so the instigator, having been shoved back, grits his teeth a little and tries to dig in and, fight back against Azzy for a couple of swings with his short sword. First of which misses, swinging wildly. The second of which also misses. An unfocused strike. It just swings into the air. And he's left slightly dazed by the current situation and his inability to actually land a blow. Moves on to the next spy here on the ship, who is going to continue to swashbuckle Gunhild a little bit, having been raped by his rapier. Rolls disadvantage at a 15 and misses, and a 10 and misses. And he does not swash your buckle this time.
Okay. In response to him attempting to swash my buckle, I'm going to smack him with my rapier.
Okay.
For 12.
So you connect and you put him down mercilessly. He hath been raped, as it were.
Okay. Now there's 2 guys to pick from. I'll take my bonus action to move Hunter's Mark on this guy. It's to my left.
Okay.
And I will attempt to rape him with the rapier.
Okay.
15
That's a hit.
for 9. Now comes the fun question. I'm going to move at a 45-degree angle up and away from the bow of the ship over to the dirt over here.
Okay.
How many attacks of opportunity I'm about to get?
So assuming that you're going up at a 45, if you're moving 5 feet over and 5 feet up, I'm assuming that's what you'd be doing. So you'd basically be moving 5 feet in one direction and 5 feet vertical, which means you still would be in range of swing to be hit by this individual as you leave him, this individual as you leave him. This guy would get a swing at you from the diagonal. And then if you're crossing in front of this guy, he theoretically could get an attempt, but I'm not going to have him be able to attack because he's currently focused north at Azzy. So he's got his back face to you. But the other two would.
This guy has his back to me because he's focused on...
He shot Caster, yes, but you also just raped a guy behind him with a rapier.
I'll take my chance and give it a shot. If this sucks, somebody needs to heal me.
All right.
I got you.
Good thing the cleric's right next to you.
Yeah, no kidding.
So the guy down here swings to try to hit you, and he misses.
Yay!
Yay.
And the other two attacks of opportunity is a miss. And a 16, which is still a miss. So everybody misses.
I like a wiffle ball game.
Your booties are just too fast.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Can we make that canon now? He's wearing booties of flying, not boots.
Booties of flying.
That's fine by me.
And knitted booties of flying.
Hand knitted booties of flying, right? All right, so this guy right here on the beach is currently reeling after the hit that he just received from Caster, but he's going to try to see if he can return a volley, as it were. Swings for a 16, which does not hit, and swings again for an 8, which does not hit. He clearly is wobbling a little bit after the air that he just caught and his inability to stand up straight. Next guy's turn. Having just lofted yourself off into the distance, he's going to try to shoot you with his hand crossbow. Gunhild. And with disadvantage, he gets a 12. So he shoots wildly into the stone of the ceiling. Next spy's turn here on the ledge. Having now seen the exchange that just happened with the bird turning into a person and being a little puzzled about that, he's going to shoot at Ash with his hand crossbow. So he rolls a 16, which hits.
Damn it.
For 3. And Talia, it is now your turn.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. With a little help from my friends. Alright, so first things first, going to use my Wand of Web to cast Web. Hitting at this intersection here.
So what's the
Creates a 20
size?
foot cube.
Yeah, as I say, it's what, a 4x4?
Yes, it is a 4x4. So it would cover this guy, this guy, this guy, this one, that one, and also that one. Yep. Okay. And then as my bonus action, because yay Arcane Trickster, my Invisible Mage Hand will pour out the flask of oil, or oil flask, onto the web, so that it is nice and oily. Or, perhaps directly onto this fellow, since he is now webbed as well. And then I have a move action. So, which I'm going to do absolutely nothing with. I'm perfectly fine where I'm at.
All right, noted.
Unless I want to just say, light him up, please.
Mm-hmm.
So, please, someone hit this man with some fire damage. It would be much appreciated.
It's lit. All right, so that's the end of your turn. Caster, you may go.
I'm gonna take another swing with my sword.
Okay. All right, you hit him, this poor stuck bastard, for 14 points of damage.
Yep.
All right, so he is done for. He didn't have a chance. Topples over into the web like a chump.
The gangplank's on the other side, isn't it? I don't have a way up onto the ship.
There's a ramp. There's a ramp that's basically like right here, where that guy was just fighting you. That's planking up onto the bridge or onto the deck, and then the deck on this side has another one that's crossing over to this vicinity.
During the cast, yeah, I'm just gonna move up towards here and then my turn.
All right. So it's now Mr. Stuck Boy on the deck right here.
I'll link web real quick so that you have your reminder.
Yep. Okay. So basically I'll do his dex check now. Not that I think he's going to move, but... So he rolls 14.
Against my spell save. That's not gonna work. 15.
Okay. So yeah, he's still held in the web. Alright, let's see here. So restrained as long as it remains in the web until it breaks free. Creature restrained by webs can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save. If it succeeds, it's no longer restrained. Okay, so can try to do a strength check. So let's do that. He'll try to see if he can break free. And he rolls a 4, so he's not doing shit. He's just a stuck. He's just a stuck boy on the deck.
Sticky revenge.
All right. So now it's down at this guy who had a Humpty Dumpty fall. He's going to attempt to get back on his feet for his movement.
Yep.
And now seeing all these people around him, he's going to be a little confused, but is going to attempt to attack Nokris, who he had been attacking before, as he looks the most menacing among them. Nothing personal.
Wait,
And-
Not offended.
excuse me.
Um,
I just kamikaze dive bombed this motherfucker out of nowhere. Dug into him with some fucking claws.
mhm.
And Nokris is the most intimidating one here.
He's a big dragon, man.
I mean, it wasn't a graceful landing.
So he missed twice, Nokris.
Okay.
But a thing to note: if he had attacked Ash, he would have landed a strike. So
Okay, I'm still offended.
okay, well, things happen. All right, so Azzy, it's your turn.
Let's be real, Keto. These guys are not a good judge of character.
Okay, that's fair.
Can I just go ahead and try to use my... oh, wait, I have to make an... Back. Fuck. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and try to do attack.
Okay. Alright, so the first swing is a miss, second swing is a hit. So you hit him for what, 5 damage? So he feels it. He's still standing a little bit, but he feels it.
Bonus action to Shield Master shove him into the fucking webs now.
Alright. And he does not beat your roll, so he is shoved into the sticky icky. Kind of up against the side of it, not actually on the upper deck, because I don't think you're that strong necessarily.
Yeah, I guess that's a solid question right there. Is this web just how high up is that deck? Is it like 5?
So from reading the spell of the web, because it's not tethered between points, it basically drops like a sheet and lays over everything within the space.
Yeah, and then if it's like basically just laying across the ground itself, then yeah, it's gonna disappear really fast.
Right.
But
the
if
next
it's got
turn.
a ship and walls and rocks and things to anchor to, then we're good to go.
Right. If it was just
That's
on
how I
plain
would
ground, yeah, if it was just on plain ground and it has no objects to actually tether against, it basically is just like you drop the web, it holds people in place for that turn, and then it dissipates because it has nothing to really hold its shape
You can't
against.
like cast web in midair.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm asking. So you said it was a 6-foot drop from this cliff over here to land to me, or a 5-foot drop, right? So how high up is the ship then? Because the ship is where it was anchored. The center point's on the ship right here. So is the ship 5 feet up?
No. The ship's higher than 5 feet up.
Okay. So then is...
The guy's
The guy
not
that I-
on the ship. He's on the... Because if you look under the tile where he is, he's in like this little crevasse.
No, I understand that. I just want to know if he's stuck to webbing or not.
Yes.
He is stuck to webbing.
Correct.
Because magic.
Because it's magic, and it affects a cube that is 4x4x4.
Okay. Okay, 4x4x4. So it's 20 feet tall, 20 feet wide, and 20 feet long.
Correct.
Yep.
That is the
Okay,
that is the
understand
volume within which it affects.
that. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
Then what is the action to light a torch at this?
Yeah, it'd be like a bonus action. You could light a torch if you wanted to.
No, I personally cannot light a torch. My bonus action was to shield master shove this son of a bitch. So
Okay. Well, that's the answer. To light a torch, it would be a bonus action. Assuming that you have a torch in your pack. I mean, you would be able to just...
Or just fire damage
Right.
on the web.
let's see. I'll take that one step forward then. And is it an athletics check to get up that 5-foot little cliff right there, or is it
To
just
go
actually-
over here. Yeah, you'd have to do athletics to do a jump.
I try to do that, or is
Sure.
that beyond my?
Nope, go ahead. Because you only move 5 feet, so if it was going to actually consume the movement for it at a jump, I would consider it to be a double consumption, and it's only 5 feet. It would be 10 feet within your movement. So yeah, you definitely make it.
Alright, well, this is where I want to be now. That's it for me.
All right. And it's now this spy eye's turn, who's now stuck in the web. He's going to see if he can not be stuck in the web so much. He fails.
15.
He fails. So then he'll try again to see if he can break free. And he succeeds. All right, so he broke out. But that's all that he can do on his turn because he used his movement or his reaction of getting stuck in it, whatever, and then failed. And then his action was to try to break free. So now, Knockers, it's your turn.
Can you show me a 20-foot radius really quickly?
A 20-foot radius
Yeah.
looks like this.
I know those words.
It's about the same radius as that box on the screen.
It might be a bit bigger because it's a circle.
Yeah,
it's
it's a
not
bit
cube.
bigger.
Oop, hold on, that's not it. Let me go this way because my initiative tracker is in the way, so I can't actually.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
All right, so let's see, 5, 10,
Yeah, that's
15,
what I
5.
figured.
So yes, this is it. Basically, it would be like from the center point, you go 5, and then a 10, and then a 5 into the next one.
Oof. Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay.
Placement options are pretty limited.
I know. Well, it's not just you. It'd be everyone besides me.
Well,
I mean, I can.
what else do you have?
I have a torch.
Well,
I can drop a torch on
I
this
know.
ship if we need
I have other things too. I just needed to see what my options were first. So
Do you have
I'm-
Scorching Ray?
I do, but this guy is right next to me, so I'm going to deal with him first. I have
Okay.
other options. Don't worry. So I'm going to attack the guy right next to me.
I'm just going to pull that over there to save for later in case we need it.
16 to hit.
You hit for 11.
Okay, so 11 damage, and I will choose to Divine Smite this and burn a first level spell slot to do so. For another 11 damage. Is he still up, I take it?
He is no longer standing.
Okay.
He is very much fucking dead.
Alright, and then with that, I will use my bonus action. I'm going to burn 2 of my sorcery points to be able to cast a spell as a swift action. And I am going to cast the cantrip Bonfire. And I am going to drop it on the one that is coated in oil. It has a 60-foot range. He gets a dex save of 15. But basically, I burn my sorcery points, and as I do this, my hand runs along the flat edge of my blade and coats it in fire, and then I kind of just spin my blade to flick the bead that will be the bonfire to land on him.
Okay. All right, perfect. So let me see if his dex save matters. I don't anticipate that it really is going to because he's currently bound and he's also covered in oil. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Alright, so... he takes 12 points of fire damage.
All right, so he takes 12.
And that web is now on fire.
And that it is.
As is he.
So let me begin his damage because it's like, let's see. So the
He's
web's
gonna turn
inflammable when you
into-
5-foot web extended to fire base away in 1 round, dealing 2d4. So he takes his damage right away because it's the first round. So he takes 5 more.
Also, there's the oil flask. It does fire damage stuff as well, since you lit the oil guy on fire.
So he takes an additional 5 damage.
Yep.
And he is still there, but he is very much in pain and or in fire.
Best thing is I learned today that Mage Hand does not require concentration.
So, just as a reminder, it does ignite flammable objects in its area as well, and that ship is that part of the ship had oil on it, I'm sure, and it's made of wood. So.
It is definitely a burning.
As is that 20-foot cube of webs.
So much for
Well,
getting anything off the boat.
the 20-foot cube of webs isn't fully burning yet. It grows by 5 feet
Not yet.
every round.
It'll take time.
Sorry. Just practicing for when I'm a tavern owner.
I sure hope there wasn't any good loot on that there boat.
Or people. Like, more slaves to back and forth.
I think they just said it was textiles. I think that's what
mean,
the people said.
Why do you gotta, like, bring this whole conscience thing into it, Cleric?
I wonder why.
I did just answer my own questions.
Don't worry, I said it in Celestial, so they might not understand me. It's fine.
We'll know in a bit if there are other people, because we'll start to hear screams, and then we can figure that out when it happens.
Alright, so Knocker, so you done with your turn now?
Yes, I am. Good,
Alrighty.
sir.
Ash, it is currently your turn. But if you give me a moment, I just want to make sure that the fire has spread 5 feet from where its initial point was across the webs.
Yeah, no problem.
And no one new has taken any damage. So you may go.
So if I walk into this red box, am I on fire? Like,
Bad.
Bad idea. Bad idea.
okay.
Red, bad.
Yeah, I would basically say just don't go in the red box.
Okay. So what is this guy here? Who is this?
That's the mage hand.
Oh, it's just Mage Hand. Okay. I'm going to cast. Sorry, I'm sitting here looking through all my shit. Fuck it. I'm just gonna cast Frostbite. Like all my spells are ice based, so I mean.
Alright, so you're shooting at that guy. Yep.
Yeah.
Look at it this way, you're just giving them a nice treatment of Icy Hot before they go.
Apparently.
So he fails. So he takes the full 6 damage plus.
Woo!
Doesn't that's Frost Knife, right? Yeah, but you didn't do Frost Knife. You just
Yeah, I
did
didn't do
Frostbite.
Frost Knife, I just did
So-
Frostbite.
So he has the effect for the next round of what? Disadvantage, or is it a save throw disadvantage or something?
He has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll.
There we go. Okay. Are you going to move at all, or is it the end of your turn?
Nope, that's it. I'll stay here.
Okie doke. It is now this guy's turn, stuck in the web, where the webs have now, or the fire has now spread an additional 5 feet. So now it is affecting this box, this box, this box, this box, this box, and this box. So basically 2 guys take 5 damage, or I have to roll for it, I think it is, right?
Yeah, it's 2d4. Since the web burns.
Alright, so Ice Boy takes 5, and the other guy takes 4. Okay. Now he is now stuck in the webs, so he can see if he can break free. Which he fails.
And he's frantic at this point.
He is frantic, so he's going to try to break free, and he fails at that too. Just being stuck more in the sticky, icky, icky. Which takes us to Gunhild.
Yep. Alright. This guy here still has Hunter's Mark on him. He's gonna enjoy a lovely, lovely taste of my longbow. And for some reason, my sharpshoot's not working anymore on my plug-in, so I don't know why.
Okay, that's fine. We can roll it manually.
Oh shit! It did. Never mind.
Oh, it worked all right.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hell yeah, it worked all right. Jesus Christ, I hit him for 7, 13, 23. A lot.
More than
Yeah.
30?
More than 30. So, yeah,
He's
if you,
vaporized.
yeah, if you want to let us know like what the scene happens, because he basically did more damage than he has life in a single shot. So, just give us a little flavor. Give us a little flavor.
A little flavor. Draw my bow back. Aim for his heart. Release my arrow through the air. Plucks him straight in the middle of the chest. And impales him into the wall.
That just did it. Yeah, he's done.
Oh, and as part of that same action, I'm going to use Horde Breaker to hit the guy next to him.
Yep, that is a hit.
Cool. Can I use a bonus action between my two attacks?
You mean as far as being able to move your hunter's mark?
Hunter's mark? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a bonus. You could technically do that.
Okay. I'll move it to this guy in the middle right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll sharpshoot him.
So wait, Horde Breaker is a bonus action, right?
Horde Breaker is just a secondary piece to a single attack. But I can only use it once per round.
Okay.
A 12 hit
Yes, it does.
for 22.
All right.
That will be the end of my turn.
All right. It is now this guy's poor turn, and fire has spread. Technically, when it got to Gunhild, fire would have spread. So let me deal some additional damage to the last two guys that are among the flames.
And remember that wherever the fire has touched, once one round goes by, the web goes bye-bye.
All right. Now that has been dealt with. So the flaming webs and the flaming boat are now ablaze. It's lit. So this guy over here is currently on fire, not really loving life, and is stuck in some webs. So he's going to see if he can get out of it. What was it? 15? You said. Spell save 15.
Yes.
All right, so he breaks free, and he is going to not be the fuck in the middle of that shit. So he's going to frantically, kind of leap his way out to the safety of the wall where he's no longer in the shit, and then kind of realign himself to see what's going on. And he's going to attempt to shoot at Gunhild with his hand cannon because he's the only one he really has good vantage on because he's up in the air.
That's going to be a mistake.
And he shoots frantically. His aim not true, and hits the stones behind you.
Sorry, did you say hand cannon?
Hand crossbow.
Okay. Just
But I mean, hand cannon I guess works too, I suppose, in a way, but it's just not a hand cannon.
okay. I was just, for a second. I was like, wait, what?
No, I heard hand cannon as well.
It's fine. It's all good. It's a crossbow. Maybe he calls it a hand cannon. They're not the smart. They're not the smartest.
Die for his stupidity.
I'm not saying he's not gonna die. Talia, it's your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, we got 2 dunces left that are right next to a burning ship. So, do I really want to blow some spell slots yet? Yes, I do. Let's see. This individual. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I need to get on select. Or do I? Oh, cool. I have 30 feet to that guy. So that fellow right there. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on him. So. Boom. Wow. He would take 6 psychic damage off of 3d6. Are you fucking kidding me?
He failed. So he takes 6 psychic damage.
Wow.
Which was enough to cripple his poor mind.
Good enough. And then I'll drop concentration on the web. So web goes bye-bye.
Alright.
And let's see, I've got 30 feet of move, so I need to progress further into the cavern. But I don't want to go next to the burning ship, so we're going to go over there. And then I am my turn.
Alright, Caster, you are up.
With my action, I'll cast Sacred Flame on this person on the boat.
So the only remaining soul on the boat. Okay.
I mean, I could try and hit the invisible hand of magic.
I mean, it's not going to happen because it doesn't have hit points.
Alright, so he passed the check. He rolled a 21, so he passed the check, but what is it, half damage for Sacred Flame? Or is it
It's
nothing?
no damage, that's
No
just a
damage.
cantrip.
Okay. So then he dodged the Sacred Flame.
For right after here, would I have to take fire damage for that? But whenever we try and get around there from there, 'cause I'm not sure how steep this would be for the down part. Can I try and get through there?
So something about that was taking fire damage, I assume. Do you have to roll for...
Yeah, if I need to get through there, how far of a fall was that, or is that a cliff above us?
To the right of you or to the
Can I
left?
get to the right?
So
there in
that's
front?
that's
trying to
the...
go around that way to where the fire,
okay, I see.
or if that was a wall.
That's a wall, basically. It's like the cliff wall that starts going up to the
Oh,
ceiling.
okay. I'm assuming fire damage from being here with the boat. This probably still burning. Yeah. 1. And once I get there, I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. I'm just checking into something real quick, so give me 1 second here. Okay, that's what I need to figure out. Alright, so now you are done Now you were done with your turn. You moved. You did successfully make it past before the ship is fully engulfed, as we'll call it. So it's now the last remaining soul on the ship, and he is going to try to flee for his life as best as he can. I have to give him fire damage before he can go anywhere. And let's see, he would take... Takes 3 fire damage. And then he is going to attempt to jump down off and make a break for the water to put himself out. Passing by Talia in the event that Talia wants to try to take an attack of initiative.
Very much so. Well, the only thing I could attack with is my rapier. I crit his ass.
Well, that's one way to do it.
So he ran past to jump into the water to put himself out of fire, and he was dead before he hit the water.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't get sneak attack, but still.
He only had 2 life.
Yeah. There goes my 120 for the evening. Jeez.
All right, so Azzy, it's your turn.
I'm going to approach the last remaining sailor.
Mm-hmm.
What is it to intimidate?
It would be like
Intimidation?
Intimidation should have its own category for checks, but it's basically just strength based.
Are you asking what type of action it is, Knight?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
I think it's...
I think it's a bonus, but it might be a full action because if you're trying to basically give him a status of intimidation, unless you have a perk or something that basically makes you be able to do it without consuming an action, it would be an action for you.
Okay. Try to intimidate him.
And you succeed.
It is a blessing for a man to have a hand in determining his own fate. Lay down your weapon.
He trembles a little bit and drops his hand cannon on the ground.
Well, being that that was my action, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to get this far, so.
Perfect.
I'd
only thought far enough about actually trying the roll. I didn't actually think it would happen if I won.
I succeeded, and now I don't know what to do.
It's perfect.
I point down to the little. I point to the mouth of this cave to where Ash and Nokris are standing, and I just say, "Go." And that'll be my turn.
All right. Nokris, you're up.
see that this person is cowed by Azzy, it appears from what I can see, correct?
Yeah, you're at enough of a distance away from the ledge that you can see what just went down up there, because it's not like it's high enough that you can.
Right.
The smell of shit reaches you.
I'm not going to do anything for him, but I am going to listen to if I hear anything from the burning boat, aside from the snap, crackle, pop of wood, essentially, just to make sure there's nothing else on there
Yeah,
that's
you
alive.
You don't hear any screams or anything else. You hear the whining of things basically burning and expanding from the quick heat expansion and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Any particular smells coming off of it that would give me an indication of what is burning besides the wood?
You can smell like the faint burning, like pitched smells of various, I don't really want to use the word chemicals, but let's call them types
Solvents, potions.
types of solvents that you would probably find like a tanner or a leather worker to have, so they're very stinky and smelly in the first place.
Okay. So it is basically, it's almost like it smells like a tannery that's gone up in flames at this point.
That's a fair assessment, yep.
Okay. With that, I will use my action to use some of my lay on hands to heal myself for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
And then what I'll do from there is I will use my move action to move back down, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just so I can see if anyone has been drawn to the attention of our fight at this point.
Sure.
And also to make sure that when this guy goes by, he doesn't curl and wrap around into this part and actually leaves.
Fair enough, fair enough.
As
So, yeah, so like you basically move into this position after healing yourself, and you saw the whole display go down.
Right.
From looking around in your vantage, you don't see anything currently that looks like anybody is coming to get you. You don't hear any new noises or anything else. So right now, everything appears to be chill. Like nobody's really alerted to what's going on.
All right. And that's my turn.
All right. Ash, it is your turn.
Hearing all of this go down, I'm just kind of gonna move down to give him some room to get around, and I'm going to hold the frostbite cantrip just in case he tries anything.
Okay. That's fair.
That's it.
All right. All right, so Gunhild, it's your turn, but before you're able to do anything, while this guy is currently now starting to make his journey out of the cave, as he was just told to flee for his life and leave, and he kind of listened to that. He's going to start making his way to get ready to jump down, but as he's getting to the ledge and he's just about to make the jump down onto the sand, kaboom. The ship had on board a keg, or a powder keg, as it were,
Oops.
which I'm now going to roll damage for. And anyone within a 10-foot vicinity is going to potentially be affected unless they make a dex save. So let's see how this is going to go down.
Well, good. I got high dex.
All right.
Shit, that's gonna hurt.
You get the deck, you'll be fine.
Oof.
All right, so. All right, everyone can go ahead and start rolling their dex saves. I need Azzy to roll a dex save. I need Caster to roll a dex save. I need Gunhild to roll a dex save. I need Talia to run a dex save. And Ash. So far we have a pass, pass, pass,
Wow.
pass, and fail.
Wow, the fucking rogue with proficiency fails and does worse than the fighter, the druid, and the cleric.
Let me roll.
Monk cleric.
Let me roll for this guy too. So the other guy even succeeded too. So just so that everyone's aware, basically what just went off. Oh, you can't see it because it's going to the DM only. What the fuck?
No,
I
I
saw
can see
powder.
it
Yeah,
out
dude.
there.
Oh, you did still see it? Okay, good. So basically, yeah, the detonation within 10 feet. Basically, people that succeeded, which is everyone except for Talia, it takes half of 23, which is going to be 11 points of damage. Talia, you are unfortunately taking 23 points of damage.
Good thing I still have that 5 extra temporary HP. Thank you, caster.
It's not actually letting me link the feat I have for Shield Master.
Oh, yeah, I think I know.
The one where you take nothing if you succeed on deck.
Yeah, I'm just curious if that would apply in the situation since it's an explosion.
It says, from the text of it, it says, if you are subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw to take only half the damage, you can use your reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw, interposing your shield between yourself and the source of the effect. So, because you succeeded, you can in fact plant your shield in the ground and take no damage.
Damn, that Shield Master really is a pretty awesome feat. Damn.
Hey guys, I think they know we're here now.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe they might know.
Alright, after hearing that, I come running back to see what the hell happened.
The bluey.
Ugh.
Good job with that fire,
All
buddy.
right. So technically, Gunhild, it is still now your turn because it did not kill the guy. He's still alive, trying to run for his life. So if you would like for him to leave, I will continue to move him at the end of everybody's turn until he's out. But otherwise, if you want to stop him, you are more than welcome to, at any time, take a shot. I'm not trying to lead you in one direction or the other. I'm just letting you know that that's how the actions are going to go as we move through combat
Well,
here.
He still has to get past Ash and Knockers before getting clear of any of our people, so I'm not too worried about him. Instead, I am going to use all of my lovely flight capability and come up here to see if anybody's noticed us.
So from your vantage where you're at right now, you do not see anyone additional that is currently alerted or visible to you, making their presence known or attempting to come towards the sound of the explosion.
Just what looks like a pool of water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I got.
Alrighty. So at the end of your turn, this guy's going to move 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he's trying to make his way out. So in the event, Ash, if you wanted to still hit him, you could take an attack of opportunity if you chose to. If you want to let him go, you can just let him go.
No, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him for anything hinky.
Okay. So it's then his turn. He's going to continue to run through the water edge. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Nokris, if you wanted to take an attack of opportunity, you can. But I assume you don't because you wanted to give him space to be able to flee anyways.
Yeah, I originally gave him the space, and I'm more concerned with what's going on here. I do make sure he doesn't round this bend, because if he does, I do have a spell ready for him.
No, yeah, that's fine. He is definitely, as you can tell from the trajectory he was heading, he is definitely running in this direction.
Right. Okay. I would normally I would tag him, but unfortunately I am far more concerned with what's going on over here. So I move up here to see what happened.
Fair enough. So Talia, if you have any actions you want to make during your last round of combat before combat ends,
I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay, go ahead.
And then I dismiss the Mage Hand.
All right.
That's it.
All right. So then he's going to make himself clear from the edge of the map as he runs down the beach.
I was gonna say I don't think he came within my striking range anyway for an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of kept him in the white part of the water on the coastline, so he didn't actually go into the, the swirlies. Let's say.
Okay.
So he would have crossed next to you.
Gotcha. But in either case, I'm more concerned with what's going on over here at this point, just because there was a loud explosion, and I don't know what the hell happened.
This boat's on fire, yo.
A boat is not really a boat anymore. All right, so as it is, there's some fire going. There's some wreckage now, a lot more than there was before, strewn about. Pieces are on fire. Everyone kind of, got hit by some of the flying debris, some worse than others, unless you're Azzy and you just like shrugged it off behind your, metal wall.
Can we group up, guys, so I can get everybody not dead? Please.
I don't have any other means of displaying that these are currently here, like investigating from this vantage, other than you can hear noise of people like conversing and coming out to see what's going on.
Okay, do I actually see any targets?
You do not see any targets yet. They haven't made it to the edge to be visible.
Do I have time to use my staff to use mass cure wounds before anything else happens?
Yeah, you could.
I'll do that and just here, I guess, since that'll be 30 feet for everybody, and I can get 6 people with.
Yeah, that should
So
get
everybody gets 27 health back.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, if I hear voices, I wait where I am, peering at this edge for the first thing that comes into line of sight.
Okay.
When I was going forward, did I get a clear view of this water's edge over here earlier?
The one to the west?
Yes.
Or yeah, so you got a clear view of the edge over there. It's basically just a pool of water, in the middle of the cave, more or less.
Pretty deep.
It doesn't appear to be that deep. It's probably at most like thigh or waist height.
Okay. Well.
From my vantage point, do I hear the voices as well? Do they echo around the cave, or am I stuck with the burning wreckage?
You don't hear the voices from that side echoing. That's probably too much of a distance for what they're, conversing about.
Do I make anything out, or is it just noise to me at this point?
Currently, it's just noise to you, kind of the din as you hear, the slight crackling, flaming pieces along the beach.
Right.
And you also remember that the waves are still crashing in the storm and everything.
I kind of figured. As I said, I'm just waiting until if something pops out right here so I can see it and I can get a good look at it, I'll react, but until that point, I'm just standing here waiting.
I'd like to go into this room over here and see if there's anything useful aside from, you know, tannery.
All right.
I'm gonna come up here. Can I fly above this water right here?
All right.
This top
So
corner?
so give me a moment
Okay.
for your movement. Just sit tight for a second. And for Azzy, for your search, go ahead and give me like an investigation. Or, yeah, I guess investigation is probably the best. Alright, so you don't find much of anything that's of interest. And so, Gunhild, as you are approaching that area, a particular creature rises out of the water and makes this garbled, awkward, yelling noise as if it's startled by your presence. And I'm sure you are also probably startled by its presence.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Redburger yelled.
I read that joking at something completely else. 'Cause all I caught was skull and F.
Right. No, they're called skull flyers, which are basically just flying skulls that have like stingers on them.
Those weird things that attack you in Legend of Zelda.
Sort of, yeah. But yeah, effectively the skull flyer is just a flying skull with a like stinger barb that's attached to it on like a tail kind of thing. So, yeah, go ahead. Let's go back into initiative again.
Re-rolling.
Roll your initiative.
Oh, I forgot to click my damn token.
That's okay. I'll put it in for you.
Thank you, sir.
What the fuck is up with these rolls?
The front line is rolling good initiative for once.
Man, I'm the rogue. I'm supposed to be going like first.
Now that's our fighter that's going first. He's currently in a cave looking around for things. Might not even know what's going on.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a good question to ask. Is did I hear that little wail?
Did you hear the little noise, the startled, like, from the water noise? Not really. I mean, you heard some kind of commotion, sort of, but you didn't really hear what happened. Not enough to know exactly the situation.
Okay.
So you
But
know,
enough to pique
you
my
know
interest.
something. Yeah, you know something happened.
Guys, I found something interesting. I don't think it likes me. There, now I'll give him a reason to roll initiative.
As it lovingly caresses you with its stinger tail.
Mm-hmm. Nothing like a good piece of tail.
So, am I good to move then?
Yes, you can go ahead and do your move.
Diagonals count as 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get in this square right here, or is that
No.
no? All right, cool.
Well, he can technically get under me because I'm in the air.
That's correct.
Cool. This is where I want to plant myself,
All right.
and that was my action and movement. So. as
Okay.
I think that's all I can do. So. Yep, that's it.
All right, Caster, your turn.
Can I see it from where I am?
You can
There's,
see
like,
it.
line of sight, or
Yeah, you can see it because Gunhild was in the air, so basically you were able to see it,
Okay.
kind of head on until Azzy just walked in front of it.
I'm gonna try and hit it with a guiding bolt.
All right.
A 14.
It does not hit.
I move up to here and then end my turn.
All right. Gunhild.
I am going to assume he is below me, not at my flight level.
Correct.
Okay, I'm still going to slide back a little bit because I'm above. And then I'm going to hit him with my bow and sharp.
Okay.
Hit.
Nope.
Oh, well, 14 didn't hit. 13. I'll give it another shot. $20.
Yep, that hits.
23 points.
So you hit it for 23, and it basically dazes it out of the sky, and it falls into the water. It's not dead, but it's also not in good shape.
I'm done.
Is it obscured now? Like,
What do you mean
can I still
obscured?
see it?
Yeah, you can still see it. It's not small enough, or the water here isn't deep enough that it's like you can't, see it laying in the water.
Okay.
All right, Nokris.
Has anyone come to check out more what's going on?
Nope, not yet.
And I don't necessarily know what's going on here since my vision is obscured by this boat.
Or, the boat's not fully there anymore, but yes, the wreckage and components of the boat still obscure your ability to see what's going on.
Yeah, there's fire and there's still smoke. Okay, for now I am going to... I'm just going to move down here slightly so I can try and get a better angle of what I can see in there. But that's all I'm going to do. And I have eyes on Talia as well, and I'm keeping an eye on her just to see what she does, so I kind of have an idea of what's going on ahead of me, so that I can make a better move next time.
You're trusting the warlock?
All right,
No,
so is
trust
that
me.
the
We both made mistakes. Mistakes were made.
is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, yes, at this moment it is, because I don't know what's going on. And I know I heard noise coming from here. And whatever is here still hasn't shown interest. Just either good or bad.
All right. So it's the enemy's turn. The Skull Flyer, currently dazed down in the water, can't really do much of anything other than try to slink its way along to a getaway. So it attempts to see if it can slide through the water up a little bit this way. As you get the ability to try to hit it for an attack of opportunity, should you want to.
Sure.
And make sure you roll with advantage because it's currently prone.
Okay.
All right, so you hit for 8 and snuff it out.
Link.
So similarly on this enemy's turn, the commotion gets a little louder as one of the scouts peers out over the ledge to see what's going on, kind of mentioning and looking back over its shoulder to the other one as it's walking out, not expecting to see a particular scene or anything of that nature. So Knockers, you now see them.
Okay.
So you can have a reaction to be able to take an action because you are basically waiting for this to happen.
Okay. Cool. So I see them, and some of my scales kind of glow with a little bit of red energy from my Red Dragon inheritance, and I snap my fingers and I shoot a bead, and a bead of fire flies out and detonates right here as I cast Fireball.
Okay, fireball.
Have them give me a reflex save.
Boom.
Those
So let me just put the ring that we built, just because I want to use the ring while it's still there. All right, so they do what?
three favorite words.
So they do what? Dex save, you said?
Yes. From what? Yep. Dexterity saving throw.
Against
DC
your
15.
15. All right, so the first one fails. And I'm waiting for the second one to roll. Hello. Let me refresh the tab because none of the buttons were letting me click on them.
No worries.
Oh, there we go. Now I just got like 4. All right, so yeah, second roll is a 13. So they both fail.
So they both take 32 fire damage.
Right. So basically, the scene
Christ.
was kind of like, hey, you know, that was kind of weird. I don't know what the fuck those guys are doing up there with the boat. Let's go see what's going on because we got better things to do, like drinking and other shit. And they kind of like come out to ledge and like, hey, yeah, it's not gonna be anything. And basically, they're just incinerated, and they both die on impact.
God damn, bro, calm down.
Dude, vaporized them. Nice. And that hall's full of fire now for the next, like, 4 turns.
Depends on what's in there. If it's just stone, it doesn't do anything.
Scorched earth, motherfucker.
Oh, that's gonna draw some attention, though.
Blowing up the boat wouldn't have, like...
Well, we just shot fire down what looks like a hall.
I'm guessing
already
they
know.
died because I don't see 2 tokens on my screen anymore.
No,
Yeah.
they got vaporized.
I left
I'm on it back.
I come back and there's 2 less tokens on the board. What the fuck, Paladin?
And
Good
then
things.
and John's headset died.
I got caught in
It's
the
back
back.
Yeah, it's back now. Yeah, literally right after you started to say that, it was like beep, and it just went poop, and I was like, oh fuck.
I imagine they were wearing regalia of Talos, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were being the operative word.
No,
Yeah.
there are 2 of the scouts sent to
Yeah,
help us
there's
get
nothing
people out.
left. There's nothing left of that. All
If
right.
that was the case, I might feel a little bad, but they shouldn't have been there.
All right. So let me just clean some things up for myself here, and what I'm gonna plan to do is kind of pause us here until next week, if that's fine with everyone.
Sounds good to me.
Let me just clean
I'll
up.
take it. I got a hailstorm coming my way.
Okay, good timing then. All right, so I gotta fix this, fix that.
Man, we're just really into explosions this encounter. Or something.
Explosion!
Yeah, but how'd that go for you? By
Is your
the- all
name
the
Torg
explosion
by
type?
chance?
No. Anyways.
Okay, so yeah, we'll pause here. Basically, that round of combat stuff is done now. I'm just gonna clear that out and clear everyone because we don't need to worry about combat currently. We'll pick it back up next week from where we left off, just here, and you guys can continue to try to figure out what's going on inside the cave.
What's in the cave?
Not as catchy as
What's in the
fridge.
cave, man? What's in the cave?
I thought it was the wrong cave. We had to go 2 caves down.